Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and I know a lot of you have already received your E Club kits for August, and I wanted to go ahead and start getting some projects out there for you. So all of you got a piece of chipboard like this, some vellum. You got some vellum sheets. I think you got one, maybe two vellum sheets in yours, and then you got some of this dot paper. So what we're going to make, oh, you also got, of course, the Travel, Are We There Yet, packed by Cartabella. Beautiful. I love this. It's so good for traveling. And then you got the wonderful May stamp set, and this is called Oh Yay Vacay. I love that. This little car I absolutely love. I'm going to be using that and this on a project coming up very, very soon. You could actually use it on this project and it would look really good. But what we're going to make with this is this little travel journal, and has a little charm right here. You got a charm in your kit. It has a gold pen that writes really pretty on this blue, and then you got some bling. You got some of this string that's a waxed string, and let's see what else you got. You got some of these little tags. You got a vellum pack that had all of your goodies in there, and then this other stuff is just some scrap paper that I had laying around on my desk. This is just an envelope, and I put some of those little shipping tags in there. And then you got some of this white string, and I'm going to show you how to sew this together with a Copic stitch. And then I used some of the paper and tore it and put it on there. So this is what we're going to make first with some of the projects from the kit. I am running a few days behind on the projects just simply because I have been sick, and I'm just now getting back and trying to get caught up. So a lot of you got this in your kit. Well, all of you that got the kit got it in your kit, and you're probably looking at it wondering what you're going to do with it. So we're going to work on that today. Now, if you're not in the E-Club kit, we have 5, let's see, I think it's 5, let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 E-Club kits left for the month of August after all of our monthly kits got mailed out to our subscribers. So if you want one, I will have a direct link below where you can do a one-time purchase for the August kit, and it is filled with goodies. And this one has got more manly pages and manly colors. A lot of you had asked for some manly type papers, so this one has got that in there. So you can make men's cards, men's little trinket boxes, whatever, because it's got a lot of the men colors in there. So it will be more manly. It's not so frilly. So with that being said, let's get on to the project. Now you will have one sheet of this cardstock. It's kind of flimsy. That's good. That's what you need. And then I think you're going to have 10 sheets or so of these. This is that dot paper I absolutely love. I make all of my journals with it, everything. And your chipboard is going to be just a tiny bit larger than this paper, and that is what you need. So the first thing that you're going to do is take your paper, and I don't do a score line or anything. I just take my paper, put the ends together as close as I can get them, and then just kind of score down through there with my finger. I don't want a crisp line. I just want a little score line like that. And these dots, you can tell if you've got it straight, so that's good. Now you can see that after folding, you've got a little bit of different lengths here. So what we're going to do is take our trimmer, and I'm just going to lay this right in my trimmer. I'm going to use that top sheet as my guide, and then I'm just going to slowly trim that off. Just kind of put it as straight as you can in your trimmer and just go back and forth. Now my trimmer needs new blades, so I may have to go back with my scissors to get mine good and even. Now at this point you can round these corners if you want. I'm going to leave mine squared off because that's the way my chipboard is, but you can round them and it'll be really, really cute. Another thing that you can put in here, you got some vellum in your kit. So go ahead and fold that in half. I cut mine down just a little bit, just a tiny bit so it would fit. And everything doesn't have to be the same size. You can have some pieces that are smaller, some pieces that are larger, as long as it doesn't go over the width this way. Okay, so we got that. Then I took that vellum envelope that we had in our kit, and I cut it in half, and I'm gonna use half of it. So I'm just folding it in half. Now you don't have to fold it in half. You could fold it over here just a little bit if you want and leave a larger space over here, but I think folding in half would be good. Then I've just got some scrap paper that I have pulled from here and there that I'm going to use. This is just some scrap paper that I had in my stash. I'm going to use that. Of course, you can know that's some scrap paper of mine because it's got a butterfly on it. Now I'll show you what I mean. You don't have to fold it in half. If you want to just fold this over a little bit like that, you can do that too, as long as you've got a fold where we can sew this together. Then I have a few sheets of just regular notebook paper. Now you can make this as thick as you want, just don't go overboard with it because this chipboard is not too big, so just kind of keep it at bay. Now I thought about using this envelope, and I think, let me see if it's going to be too big. If I fold it in half, I don't know if it's going to be too big or not. See if it's about the same size. It actually is the same size as that. So we can fold that in half and use that as a pocket in there. Now on the envelope you'll need to split this right here so that you can open each side of it, and you'll know more about what I'm talking about in a minute. So I'm just going to cut right down the center of that, and then I'm just going to kind of angle off these edges just a little. There we go. So there is our envelope. All these pieces. And I have some more just miscellaneous pieces of scrap here, but I may not put those in there. I'm going to see how thick this is going to be first. Now put these in whatever order you want. I think I want this for my first page. Then I'm going to put my vellum in there. Then I'll put one of these in the center there somewhere. Then we'll stick one of those in. You turn it over. So what we're doing is making a travel journal that you can stick in your purse, your pocket, whatever, and take with you when you go on the vacation trips, work trips, whatever, and you can do journaling in them. You can put photos in them, whatever you want. I love my little journals. I use them all the time. I use them at church to take notes in. Let's see. Let's put another one of these. See, I'm just kind of alternating my pages. It's not any science to it at all. I'm just kind of figuring out what I want to do there. Put that envelope in the... I think I'll put the envelope in the center, so let's just leave that out for now. I'm going to go back to one of these, one of those, one of those, and then this, and this one. I don't think I'm going to put any more paper. I think this is going to be thick enough. Okay, now you just need to make sure that you've got your ends even as you can. And I use little clips when I get it to the point where I need it. Make sure you've got all of your folds in the center, all of them together. Then I just put a little clip on there. And I take another little clip. And somebody asked me where I got these. I got these from a company that I worked for years ago, but I think I have seen them in Walmart and places like that. So you could probably pick some up in there, or you could look online and see if they've got anything. Now, if after you add everything, your paper's a little bit uneven again and you want to even it up, just put it back in your trimmer and trim it off. Mine is a little bit uneven, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm going to leave it like it is. All right, now for our chipboard. You want to find the center of this, but you want to do this very, very, very lightly. You don't want to crease this. Just kind of fold it over like that. Just as long as you can see where that center is. There we go. And see, we're going to slide that in there, just like that. Let me see. I may need to trim mine off just a little bit more, since I've added so much. So I'm just going to take these Tim Holtz shears, and I'm going to try to trim with them, so I don't have to try to stick this back in my trimmer. Just going to go by that top sheet as my guide. And these cut so good through thick paper and things, so. Okay, there we go. We don't have any paper showing on the outside. All right, we're going to lay those aside for just a minute, and we're going to cover this. I want to cover the inside of this. Now, you can leave it this color if you want. You don't have to color it. I just want to color mine. And I think I am going to use this blue. Now, this piece is cut. Let me grab my ruler. This piece is cut at 5.5 by 8.5. So you're going to need this piece to be just a little bit shy. So I'm cutting this at 5 3/8 by 8 3/8. And that's going to give me just a little bit of that brown around there. And then after I get this glued down, I'm going to use my vintage photo to kind of ink it all up. Let's see what I want to use. I think I'm just going to use art glitter glue, because this is going to need to bend and not buckle up, and this art glitter glue will help that. So there we go, and I'm going to press this down really well so that when I start to bend this, hopefully it won't buckle and it'll bend all at the same time. You'll need to let this dry. I'm going to go ahead and cover the outside as well. This is just going to help reinforce the chipboard, the album, and give it a little bit extra strength. Now, if you want to stick this in your purse and you're afraid that it might tear, get wet, something like that, you can take these pieces and laminate them and then put them down if you wanted to. Make them the same size as chipboard and then put it down. And then you'll have a laminated outside, and that will work good. Or you can use that sticky stuff from Walmart. It's not a, you don't have to have a laminator. It's just like a sticky adhesive clear sheets. Now I'm going to take this big paintbrush and I'm going to roll it back and forth on this and break down some of those fibers, and then just kind of pull up on this as I roll it. So just find something round that you can roll this over, or you can roll it over the edge of your desk. That'll work too. And if you get a little bit of wrinkle in there, just run your bone folder over it. Don't worry about it. I don't worry about that. That just adds character to my book. I'm going to go ahead and go on here and mark my center. Now, again, you do not have to cover this chipboard. It looks fine just as is. This is just my preference, but you don't have to do this. And I'm just going to take my ruler and go down through here and draw me a little light line so I'll know where that center is on my paper. There you go. Alright, I'm going to run it over the edge of my desk a little bit. Alright, there we go. We've got that. Now all we need to do is we need to poke some holes in this. And I've got just a little piece of foam here that I put down to protect my desk. find your little pokey tool. You're going to punch a hole at the top, right in the center. And I come down maybe 3/8 of an inch from the top. Okay, got a hole there. And then you want one in the center, and you can measure it if you want. I don't measure. I just poke it through there. And then you want one down at the bottom. And I'm gonna have to move my little. Now, if you have a big straight pen or something like that, you can poke these holes with that. You don't have to have this tool, but this tool is handy. Now, you got some string in your kit. You got some of this white string, and I didn't include one of these big-eyed needles because I was really afraid to send them through the mail, truthfully. Afraid I'd get reprimanded for it if they got loose. But you can use the needle that you have, or Walmart carries these for a little bit of nothing, a big old pack. It's just got a big eye on it so that this thread will go through. And what you want to do is start in the center. And I've got way too much thread. It didn't take that much. Leave a tail hanging out there. You're going to come back up through that top hole. I'm sorry, I pull it up next to me so I can see what I'm doing. Then you're going to go all the way down to the bottom one and put it through there, making sure that tail is still sticking up there. And then you're going to come back up through that center one, and whatever side that beginning tail is on, you're going to go on the opposite side of that with your string. Let's see if I can hold that up there and show you. See this string right here? I've got one on this side and one on this side, so I've got a tail on both sides. Then you're just going to kind of pull those tight. And I'm going to go ahead and snip this one off. And while you've got them pulled tight, you just want to tie in a double knot. And then I leave a little bit of mine hanging out there. I don't cut it all the way up close. I just leave it like that. So that is your little book. It's all finished, put together. And now all we need to do is put it in here. Now you can put it in your little book cover a couple of different ways. You can go ahead and put your book cover together like that and then sew it all so that you'll have it all sewn together, or you can do like I'm going to do. So take your cover and your piercing tool again, and somewhere in the center, and I think I'm going to mark the center this time just so I get it pretty close to even. Okay, let's see, about right there. I'm going to put a hole right there, and then I'm going to go up about 1/2 inch and put another hole right there. So all I've done is poked 2 holes right in the center like that. And then you've got some brown thread in your kit, and what you want to do with it, and I'm not going to thread my needle, I'm just going to do it by hand. You want to kind of get it even on the back side. And this is it's a waxed, it's really thick thread, so it's going to hold nicely. Then you want to bring it through to the inside. Okay, then you want to take it right back out that other one, just like that. Then you want to do the same thing with this one. You want to take it in that first hole there. See if I can get that in beside it. So take it in that first hole, And then you want to bring it back out, this other one. Okay, so you've got it, looks somewhat like that on the outside. And if you're a little bit uneven, don't worry about it. It should still be fine. But if you want to straighten it up, you can. Straighten it up now. I'm going to straighten mine just a tiny bit. Okay, and then there's that on the inside. So what you need to do with your book is just take it and slide it under that. Slide it right up to that point there. That's going to hold it in. Then when you get through with all these pages, you can take these out and add more to it if you want to. You can use your same cover and just keep adding to. And then these, what they will do, I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot right here. I'm going to pull that pretty tight. I'm going to tie a knot. And I'm probably going to tie a double knot because I want that to stay. Okay, and then these you can use to close your notebook up. So see, it's just the right size to close your notebook up with. But I'm going to do a little bit of embellishing on the front of mine first. So I'm going to open it back up. And I have just taken some of our paper. This is out of the paper collection. And I'm going to tear this around the edges and put it on there. Make it look a little bit distressed. I am just tearing where that white core shows at the top. So pull toward you if you want that white core to show on the top. Okay. And then I'm going to put that down on there like that, but I want to ink it up a little bit. I'm just putting it a little bit at an angle there. And I'll even flip the edge up just a little bit. And then I have another one that I'm going to do the same thing and put it on the back. Now you also got some bling in your kit, and you got a gold gel pen. Some of you may have got blue bling, some of you got brown. We couldn't get enough of one color, so we had to get a couple of different colors. And I'm going to put a few pieces of this on the front. And you got some of these in your kit too. So you could use those in your book if you wanted to. And you got a little charm. So if you want to tie that little charm onto here, you can do that too. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I should have done it before I tied my knot, but that's okay. I can tie another knot. Tie my charm on here. Let's see. I want him to hang down a little bit. See if he's going to hang down just a little. Okay, so I'm not going to tie the knot so tight because I want that charm to hang down a little bit. So we're going to tie it about right there. There we go. Got our little charm on there. Mine is a little wagon. I have no idea what you might have got in yours, but that's cute. I like that. Alright, we can put some of these on the inside if we want to. Just raise the envelope up. Slide some right down in there. You can decorate the inside up all you want to. I'm going to leave mine until I start journaling in it, and then I'll decorate it up. But you can go ahead and do your decorating now. Okay, I know you come apart. Hold on. There we go. Nope, that's not it. I'm going to take up some of Rainy's habits. I don't know if y'all watch Rainy. She is with Paparazzi Bling. When she's doing something that takes her a little bit of time, she says, "Hold please, hold please." I think I'm going to start doing that. Hold please. She's addictive, I'm telling you. She's a sweetheart. She's got me addicted. Let's see. Come on, go in there. There we go. We got another one on that side. So there's all of my little tabs in there. And now I can close this up. I can just bring my string around and tie this up. Now you can use any type closure you want. This is fine with me, because most of the time I'm probably going to have it out using it anyway. But that works fine for me right there. I love that. And then my little charm is hanging right there on the side. Now with your gold pen, you can do all kinds of things on here. I am not good. I don't write very well, so I may wait and let my daughter write on there, but I'm going to show you your gold pen, how it works. You have to kind of get it primed. It looks really good on dark paper. Look at that. I am going to write on it too. I want to travel. Then we're going to put journal down here. So there we go. Got our travel journal. And with all of your paper and things that you got in your kit, you can just keep decorating. Keep going on and on and on with different things. But see, I can toss this in my purse. I can drag it out when we go somewhere, do my journaling, put photos in there. I think 3x4 photos will work in here just great. So you can print those out. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little project. I thought it was sweet. I thought it was something different. And with traveling, you know how we are. We always need to take note of something. You can always put little souvenirs and things in there too, because you've got plenty of room. All right, hope you enjoyed this. We will talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all the new subscribers. And if you're not subscribed to our channel yet, I would appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you like watching our videos. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.